We start with the opening presentation after debate that will carry a few minutes in which topic related to recycling will be addressing is response to the environmental problems of the current project in which students participate. Carla Michelle Calero Manzanilla, Osiris Ogier Morales Mendoza, Jonathan Arturo Molina Q, Farid Jesus Jimenez Perez. The discussion will take place with the counterparts of the four members. If the time is power are Osiris Ogier Morales Mendoza, and of the other side, who is delivered Agais, Jonathan Arturo Molina Q, Farid Jesus Jimenez Perez. Let's start with COVID-19 at 10 unintentionally fall into time like what are its advantages, what is disadvantages, we is important among others. This will set in the five rounds which we start off. Start their debate. Let's start with the following question. What is recycling? That one person for each time. Give the opinion of what you think it is. Tell you what is really is a form where you gain direction the discussion yourself.
Yeah. Well, recycle is an act used to reduce waste and the reuse, which is matters to lower global pollution.
Recipe is the process that inorganic waste becomes new products or material resource, all end useless.
Every gate do not design as well. Well, recycling is a process in which inorganic waste becomes a product or material resource with which other products can be manufactured. When we'll talk about recycling, we'll talk about pressing the evidence in which we allow and about avoiding long-term repercussion because chance is not simply on the contrary, it is low and painful. So it's important not to think of good of tomorrow or the future of the generation to come. Let's move on. What are the pros and cons of recycling? Let's get the subject in the power. Go ahead.
Well, the recycle is the pollution. If we recycle, there will be a radically decrease in carbon emission, methane, waste for vapor, and other harmful elements to the atmosphere. It also avoids most of the use and abuse of plastics in support and water of the beach and therefore the cities to which they export the product. Well, I have already given you the reason. Let's see, what can you tell me now?
What? Are you okay? How that microplastics? Sure, you invented it.
No, no, no. Of course, but this problem
Well, then how do you plan to avoid some things the people don't care exist about? I give you reason for me.
easy, recording, and education and spoken as the message will reach many more people and the concepts will be included in people action. That's how they look quickly and most likely the feeling of we will get to them.
You say it if people care to see the result of the things you have the one long time which these poor people don't you have something quality.
Obviously, it takes time. It's not going to be solved in 2 by 3 months. It's been done for many years.
Then we so worry the if this time to arrive or if it were a priority world They do it fast.
True, but for people like you, they don't give some the important things.
Hey, can relax.
Well, I wanted to head to another way, more relevant point, the cost. Recipe is expense, and knowing that Mexico is hardly economy stable. There will be people who will not pay the fee that will be incomplete in order to carry what is processed. The before it will decrease pollution, but is not enough. Let's remember that Mexico is not a very smart country to say that more is the great change and to achieve, if not impossible.
Um, well, that's right. You're right, and I'm not taking my point.
Perfect. 1 point for you again. Parker won't serve. Let's move on. The winner of the last round starts.
We'll continue with the subject society. Homeware aware will the nothing one the many reasons why no one does anything is cause is the money. The horse of work it is both. The non evidence of results and misinformation. Not only that, it's also disgusting to be busy wasting where though throw away the trash, making sure things don't mix. What wants to have the trash is their pants bag used for the welfare of a responsive planet.
It's true that it can become different, but it's only a life that makes a difference of different conditions. You always imagine that people don't understand, and that is very stupid. Everyone knows it, but you have to believe that when someone talks about people, they are never included in that list. Why? Because it's easy to decrease everyone. No more, no less.
What a short game. Wolver there. Continue.
The recycling will not only avoid pollution and its devices, will not only prevent the world from going shit, but also keeps the consumption and extraction of the raw material stable. That's from where you get value and pollution. pollution. With this natural decrease benefit the life apart from the enforcement of the nature.
Already you're getting started.
You answer the job that's going to be put together now.
Ah, you go on.
Let's look at another recent example. We, now with the pandemic, leads have not stayed very relevantly. Although, of course, they, their popularity has not eliminated. The case is that um, that there is no consumption, because the production of such a product is consumption.
Let's see, are you telling me that a virus has reduced the wear and tear of result that you have previously had little?
Of course, yeah.
Then we send the problem solved anymore. How much do you have to make the planet? Which be the why a lot affected doesn't have to use stop cleaning and be fit.
Because it's changed that on a large scale is impossible.
There is so why do you want to do small things if they don't work?
Because we are not obsessed of a little bit of something, we do the same or even more that we fix it another things. It's definitely nice job when you make people think they're something. Yeah.
I change basis of the session grades.
That's why they don't do anything. Then, when they release the deceptions, their ecological site is going to disappear like a ghost.
This is perfect evidence. What takes the point is this round. Won't you? Well, let's set this round. Continue.
Well, let's change the subject. Or with an alternative to getting good class, let's see, this is worse than all of the whole group. And it's another carbon is it's also like it
But it's the only viable way thing to work. There's a material oil which most the old world economy wide simple because car boards time land boards and other mechanic use it will to is nothing worse political world you out of so much work that is generated and obviously every now knows that what the government is interested in is filling their pockets right money loss of money.
Uy, uy. Okay, Krabi, go ahead.
There are other ways to look extinction. Other factors that cause global warming, not just this one. So when pay attention is specifically, though we have bigger problems such as prosty of fine of pandemic.
as one review is very easy because this is the root of all of these problems. Poverty, rich, because rich countries close to request their GDP per capita, living for the other countries, which have more resources to save them. Famine will never be eradicated, but it can be diminished by trying not to wait and consume what is necessary, no more and the peak of the pandemic. Because jobs can be created that are the case of stability to recover the inflammation of the environment.
Very well. 3-2 is from the time. Go on.
One solution to all this will be collected and separated depending on whether it can be confirmed or not.
Hey, but won't it be the same if you keep the dash in a cubicle use like you put the garbage that isn't recycled? Where does that material come transformed of not its staying on the planet in a nothing the same things if world do will it's depressed.
Yes, that if we keep that matter in related, the particles of the element remain on the surface of the cubicle, the root, and the plants are responsible for returning oxygen. I mean, CO2 isn't that bad. It takes to create what we read, but overrating it's the problem.
And why the place where is the recipe are unique? I mean, what is they are unique and unique healthy. They are places where is in organic waste is the pillar hub. So it's a good home for words which can branch and new things.
Uh,
3-3. Your word on following.
I have one thing to say. If you want to recycle so much, we don't use some things useful white garbage.
things have already been done with discarded plastics, houses, clothes, bags, labels, or something else that copies the same material reproduction. It's used modern and very like
And you are really going to wear some things made in garbage. Will it make you uncomfortable to know that your skin touch sometimes that was once between words?
you already disuse it.
First shot round 4-3. Harry Joe Kane proclaimed the winner. Welcome.
I read to win. For where you went, there is some reason someone pulls their sleeves to they don't. Lenny's is example. It is the work towel to sell billions of tons to return them to the market.
You don't have to see it's a job anymore. Read it as an obligation of service. Some good for evolution, right? One that used to be to become a type of fancy to one thing take advantage of 100 to something that young people.
Another invention of yours.
There is just one to become a type, a civilization. What are we?
Arrest and only critics non-stop, heading for fantastic. Reason enough to do it soon.
Okay, 4-4. Your word won to win. 3 to finish fast, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
One last thing to say. The circle is an app that costs nothing. It only takes a few minutes. And even if you want down deeply, is today's server works is hybrid everywhere, especially in cities, right? And by social pressure. The first much more powerful than the other. Like, because the government must do at least a little face of to the rules. Other things, no conformity can find that it is another thing. Some association and everything else the marks technological movement in case we really do. The same thing is more you would like counts and request the following.
Oh yes. Now is the now is the must be sticks of social union.
Well, you're right. Everything is people motivation. Point for him. We're on. Perfect. Congratulations. Then let's close this very long debate on recycling. Had agreed that really equal advantages as disadvantages, but everything bank can be ignored if peers with character and positive. Everything is achieved. Let's say goodbye and wish you a good evening.
Goodbye.
Very well.
Goodbye.